All right, so the next test in the matrix is going to be for the battery changing. Now what this test is for, again, all of these tests, just to reiterate, all of these tests are designed to see how much forethought a UAS manufacturer has for public safety needs. The test matrix, we want the manufacturers to actually use these to help design future stuff. One of the important things in public safety is battery change, because you're flying on some kind of a SWAT standoff, or if it's a structure fire, something of urgency, you don't want to go and spend 2 minutes just changing a battery. It needs to get on the ground, swap the battery, and get up. All right, so here's the criteria for our test today. Once again, we have Jack White and Don Casey. Don's going to be running the timer. Jack is going to be doing the actual test, running the functions on it. But here's how the test is going to go. We have the system powered on, and what we're going to test today is the same as similar to what we tested before. We're going to test the Autel Evo2 Dual first, and then the Mavic Enterprise Dual second, and then the M210 last. Now, the way this test is going to work is that right now the system's up and running. You might not be able to see it, but the controller is over there on the back of that police unit, and the aircraft is running. What Jack is going to do, the timer will start whenever Jack grabs that battery off of the bumper, and as soon as he puts his hand on it, Don will start the timer. He'll shut the aircraft down, replace the battery, and then power it back on. The timer will stop whenever Jack gets the all clear and spins the props, okay? And again, the reason we're doing this interior and at night is because A, it's hot in Texas, and B, we need the light. So the timer stops when the props spin, essentially taking off. All right, everybody got that? Y'all ready? All right, you got that, Don? Okay, whenever you're ready, Jack, go ahead. Timer is started. So what this is also testing is how long it takes the aircraft to initialize and for the app to finish communicating, because that's what it all comes down to, right? All right, prop spinning. Go ahead and stop the timer. All right, if you bring the timer over here. And what is that? 41.3 seconds. All righty. So we'll return just shortly with the Mavic. All right, so the next up is the Mavic 2 Enterprise Dual. This one's going to represent both the Mavic 2 Enterprise and Enterprise Dual, because it's essentially the same thing for this test. Again, same people running the test, and the same exact test is going to apply. The time to beat was what, 49 seconds, right, y'all? 41 seconds, I'm sorry. 41 seconds is what the Evo2 Dual got. All right, again, the timer will start whenever Jack grabs the battery on the bumper, and it will stop whenever the prop spins. So whenever you're ready, Jack, go ahead. So now what we're looking for, the aircraft started, we're looking for it to connect, and then for the app to finish doing, okay, prop started, go ahead and stop the timer. All right, bring it over here. And 32 seconds, so almost 33 seconds. So the battery swap on the Mavic was the fastest. All right. All right, so right now the Mavic still holds the time to beat with 32 seconds for a battery swap. Again, same people in the test. We have Don on the timer and we have Jack running the test. Just to reiterate, the timer starts whenever Jack grabs, there's 2 batteries on the back of his bumper, and the timer stops when the prop spin. Now, the 210 is probably gonna have a compass area in here, so instead we're gonna rely on Jack just to, whenever he gives it the, we give it the stick commands to, the combined stick commands to start the motors, he'll tell us, and then we'll stop the timer at that point. All right. Again, this is more, just so you know, this isn't necessarily in the same class. We get that, but everybody wanted the XT2 compared to these other two. So, Jack, whenever you're ready, go ahead. The aircraft is starting up. Now we're waiting for the controller and the app to finish its initialization. And again, Jack, we're going to depend on you to tell us when you would give it the combined stick command. Okay. All right, stop time. And the time on that is 57.36 seconds, so just under a minute to do a battery swap on the M210. All right, so there it is. So the fastest is the Mavic, and then after that is the Autel Evo2 Dual, and then of course last is the M210 on the battery swap time. All right, good testing, guys, and we quantified it. Thanks.